All right, let's see. Azmoth Canyon. The last piece of content except for Demon Slayer collaboration next month. Yeah, that's still a month away. Wait. Didn't already show a whole bunch of that? That was the TMS event, I think. They announced the Milestone Showcase has been released to test server. How is it still Milestone? Is that why they're calling it Milestone? Usually these events have like 3 patches. Somehow it's like a whole year of Milestone. They're already on patch number 5 with this one. New Azmoth Canyon is a sort of roguelike that rewards Azmoth coins, which can be traded for some enhancement items, and Maple Gold coins mesos. But the Maple Gold coins, that's that system that we don't have in GMS, right? So that... I expect some meso pouches. The other part of this patch is the Dave the Diver collaboration, which is quite extensive and basically lets you play Dave the Diver in MapleStory. There was a specific video that they released for that, but it basically shows nothing. It's just like a little bit... It's just like 3 characters walking around on a beach and looking at each other, and that's basically it. Here's the main points that he talked about. So there was also a Maple Now, which is usually like an hour plus long. When did it start here? Yeah, an hour and 20 minutes. Azmoth Canyon is a new source of meso after they change potential resets to use mesos. I've heard that people are not super over the moon for it. Bonus rewards are structured in a way where you will gain more meso than the Maple points you spend. Oh yeah, imagine the Maple points you have to spend to get bonus rewards are actually, because of the exchange rate, more expensive than the meso you get. Then it would be completely useless for people to play the game more, use the auction house to get money, use the meso market to get Maple points, and then actually end up with a loss, right? But wouldn't introducing that into the MapleStory ecosystem though then increase the value of the Maple points because it increases the demand, and therefore wouldn't the value of the Maple points always start roughly equalizing how much it's worth inside the game to make meso from? Is that just an extra way of making sure that the meso market value always centers around a certain point, because that's where the in-game... I never thought of it that way. They're basically putting checks and controls. This is like the Fed, right? They're putting internal exchange in to basically guide where that exchange number should roughly be, so that the economy can't really get out of control. And if it does, there's always going to be that they'll just crazily increase that demand, and it'll always resettle around that point. No, it's not stupid. I just had never thought of it that way. Experience is not the main focus of this content. Unlike Epic Dungeons, while it won't give as much experience as those, if you get a high enough score, it will be equivalent to about an hour's worth of grinding. Okay. I mean, if you get that in a week, yeah. I mean, these are things that we have asked for a long time, right? Things where there's a limited amount of EXP that you can get per day or per week, but you can get it in less time than it would take just grinding, so that people who are on a more limited time budget, if they focus on doing those things, they can still get decent growth over weeks and months, that they can still see results. After this Azmoth patch, there will not be any more patches addressing the economic situation, which were needed, after the changing potentials resets. Oh, this is the last one. Okay. Remember when they announced like more things are coming to, more additional ways of getting meso are coming? This is the last one of that they did. They nerfed some bosses' HP due to the previous synergy nerf patch. Okay. So they're doing it at both ends. That's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, instead of doing additional character changes, they probably did the balance and then saw that some bosses were not, they probably looked at different team compositions and saw that some bosses were taking longer than they intended to, so they nerfed some of the HP. The Diver collab was intended to give an entirely new experience in MapleStory, essentially bringing the game into MapleStory engine. This is actually really cool. You can see it starting at 112.50. Oh, he's actually showing? But this is just the cinematic, isn't it? This is that cinematic I just talked about. So they like encapsulated the whole game. Yeah, this is cinematic from yesterday. No.
메이플스토리 데이브 더 다이버 커밍 순.
네. 데이브 더
오.
다이버 영상입니다. 네, 재밌게 잘 보셨나요?
Oh, he's showing more here.
시작되거든요. 그래서 여기서 저희도 이제 이벤트 맵의 허브 맵으로 이용을 했고요. 이제 그래서 들어가게 되면은 펼쳐지는 게임 화면을 좀 보여주시면 좋을 것 같은데, 네, 화면이 나오고 있습니다. 이게 이제 데이브 더 다이버 화면이 아니고요. 저희 메이플 스토리의
The diving mini game during during Identisk, right? Was actually I think that was one of the more fun ones. A lot of people enjoyed that one.
네, 미니 게임이라고 보시면 됩니다. 그래서 화면에 나오고 있는 것처럼 지금 이제 네, 상어를 잡았네요. 상어를 잡아서 이렇게 해체를 하면은 상어 고기를 얻어서 이렇게 하는 거고요. 네, 보시는 것처럼 이걸 메이플 스토리스럽게 만드는 과정들도 당연히 거쳤습니다. 보면은 저 데이브도 비율이 우리 메이플의 그것이죠. 좀 더 머리가 큰 네, 이런 식으로 만들었고 이렇게 보스전 같은 경우에도
give Pianist an actual update.
이렇게 좀 메이플스러운 버전으로 좀 재해석을 했고요.
He's shooting
지금
a hook shot
나오고
at
있는
it.
거는 그래서 그 획득한 생선들로
They copied the whole art system.
원작을 해보신 분들은 이 싱크로율이 얼마나 높은지 되게 이해하시기 좋으실 거예요.
There's like some mini
뭐
games.
원작 안 해보셨던 분들도 이런 게임이 메이플 스토리에서 구현 가능해, 이런 비주얼이 구현 가능해라는 느낌은 충분히 드실 것 같습니다. 지금 녹차 따라주고 있는 장면이 나오고 있네요. 네, 녹차를 따라주고 있는 장면도 있고 저기 보시면 이제 손님들은 다 또 이제 메이플 버전이죠. 우리 메이플
Is this like a mini chef thing where you have to like make?
와서 손님 역할을 해주고 있고요.
Dude,
이렇게 초밥을 배달.
I love mini games like these, dude. We have like the little cooking and the. It's not exactly the same. It looks like.
무기를 강화한다거나 뭐 종업원을 영입을 해서.
Oh, he's just the chef, and you're like the waiter.
장사를 좀 더 잘하게 된다거나 이런
Harpoon guns make them look pixelated and cartoony, so you can bypass most international laws around depicting realistic weapons in video games. Without changing the rating of the game.
기조로 돌아가는 그 데이브 더 다이버의 핵심 코어 재미를
Is he upgraded chefs or something?
최대한 비슷하게 구현해봤다라고 네, 설명을 드리면 어떤 플레이가 있는지는 네, 말씀을 잘 드린 것 같습니다. 그래서
Okay, that looks like it would be fun. But yeah, we have no idea when that will come for us, of course. All right, Azmoth Canyon is on the bottom right. Oh, behind me in the map for Leafer. I guess it is a canyon. Wait, where's there like 1 pixel of white on the right? There we go. Fixed it. Saved. Oh no. There's 1 sliver of black on the left. No! There we go. Oh no, wait. It's 1 pixel into my other screen now. Okay. Sorry, this is just autism. There we go. Okay, no. And this world discovered underground in southern Leafer. Is there going to be a giant shark there? Yep. It's the Meg. Explore Azmoth Canyon, find out what happened and what is going on. Level 260 or higher have completed Azmoth Canyon. Advanced parties testimony. 260 plus. It's interesting to put that next to an area that's... Is this 140 or something here? 120, 130? That's where Krichas was? I was gonna say, isn't there already something there? In my brain I was like, wait a minute, that's not free real estate. But Krichas still exists in Korea as well. They didn't remove Krichas, did they? Did they move Krichas on the map? I don't know if they talk about it here. A branch path has been to lead the Leafer, blah 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 blah. Start the quest, yeah. Alright, so you get to pick the first map, I guess, is standard, and then you get to pick. Is it just 1 of 3? Can you go to any adjacent? Okay, and you can see whether it's. Well, I don't know what these mean. Battle portal. Let's see. Words based on your exploration progress. You can explore Azmoth Canyon until all of your resistance is consumed. I'm assuming that that's the 100 bar up there. Azmoth Canyon is divided into normal mode and hard mode. When you enter hard mode, your final damage will be decreased by 90% due to the terrible magic. Azmoth Canyon can only be cleared one time per week on one character where next an ID. You can acquire up to 2,000 content points in normal mode and up to 10,000 content points in hard mode. Okay, so you need 10 times the damage, but you get 5 times the points. I'm gonna guess that the normal mode is pretty doable, that the hard mode is insane, probably. If you have not completed the exploration, you can try to enter Azmoth Canyon on another character and to try again. Okay. If you world leap after entering, you will be considered as a different character. Sure. Azmoth Canyon's weekly reset time is every Thursday. Okay, so Wednesday to Thursday reset. Cannot be entered on red PC. Sure. We have some pictures. Oh, new cosplay idea. Mimi, new cosplay just dropped. Okay, but can they really stop making characters have their eyes, their mouth, and their face like on the bottom 5% of their head? It's getting more and more extreme. Like the ears are here, the eyes are here, and the mouth is there. And then this is just all bangs up until here. If you see it, if you look at it like that, if you see it like that, it looks really... Yeah, there's another one. Well, this is gonna spark some art, most likely. Okay, the demon cat. Is it Mastama 2.0? Ooh, we've got some kind of jewel. Some kind of blood-colored jewel floating. Hey, it's Garfield. No, it's it's the cat that lures you into the first fairy dungeon. Oh boy, stop. What do you do? What that mouth do though? Fancy? Is that his name? This reminds me of something. Yo, this guy looks badass, dude. He's like Beast from the... He's like a demonic form of the Beast from the X-Men. Like crazy bushy eyebrows always works, dude. It's Von Leon, more like Von Demon. Got him. Following quests have been added. Dungeon clear rewards. Okay, so the EXP is not going to be as crazy as what we know. This is like a 4-minute run, though. That's definitely worth on a weekly basis to do. And it gives you those coins and the Mezzo coins. Azmoth Canyon coins. You must acquire at least 250 content points to acquire the dungeon clear rewards. The amount of experience an Azmoth provided as reward will be based on the number of content points you acquired. Azmoth coins can be used in an Azmoth coin exchange. We're talking to Owl at the Azmoth Boulder map. Oh, this guy's name is Owl. Owl the Wolf. Okay. Okay, and we have flames. So from this example, what did he get? 300 and 5. So that would be 6 black flames. If you can get an extra 6 black flames a week, that's pretty good. That's probably about double or triple. How many do you get per week if you do all of the late game, end game bosses? I mean, most of that is with party. You probably get like 2 black flames a week. I think that's a solid week. So if you can buy an extra 6, that's not bad. These cubes we're not going to buy anyway. These scrolls. And what is that potion thingy? Azmoth Elixir Unlimited. It's a new item that gives 20% additional experience for 30 minutes. Oh, and it stacks? Sheesh. That's nice. And it's a tradable item? Oh, but is it? It's a limited time though. And stack with everything. That is nice. An extra 20% EXP. Okay. Probably say fuck the black flames if you're going for endgame, I guess. I don't know how reasonable this 300 is. But it's a half-hour potion. Okay. So far, it looks decent. It looks like 3 Moon from Kinesis area in Alenia. Ah. That might be it. Declaring the use maple points to acquire additional rewards. Right, so the maple points, yeah, so the maple points will not be going just to the meso part, but also going to extra coins, right? And then the extra coins will make it so that you can get more EXP and more black flame, so that'll have some exchange. Yeah. So I'm guessing that these items will maybe slightly go down in value, unless they are untradeable. Limit of 30 per week. Can you really get 1,500? That would be wild. So the XP is only worth about an hour's worth of grinding. It's just there for extra upgrade items and those XP potions. Mainly, yeah. Or, you know, for people who just don't like to grind at all, but they like to get EXP through alternate means, this will be fun content for them, right? Bonus rewards, 3 gold coins, 25 coins for 2.5. Can you do that multiple times? Oh, yeah. The patch notes are a little vague about this, so I wanted to clarify. Every 500 content points is considered a unit. So, for example, if you cleared hard mode and got the maximum amount of 10,000 content points, you could pay for up to 10,000 divided by 520 units of bonus rewards. And that would cost you 20 times 50,000 maple points. So if you cap out, you could spend up to $50 worth, or, you know, how many ever mesos that is, per week to get the rewards, extra rewards. He's 20 times. So you get up to 60 gold coins and 500 extra Azmoth coins. Yeah, that would still only be 10 of those potions in a week. So that wouldn't scale insanely. If they made it starting level lower and give you good XP under 260, it'd be decent. I mean, if you look at the extra EXP you need at 260, it's wild, right? Compared to up to 259. So any kind of extra thing that can kind of ease you into training in the new area without directly needing you to immediately min-max in there is probably a good idea. An Azmoth Canyon related Legion artifact mission has been added. Complete the Azmoth Canyon quests. You can choose, yeah. So where's the recommended for those with less than 100 mil combat power, and hard mode recommended for those with more than 100 mil combat power. At the top you see the mode that you choose, your current number of content points, and a bar that represents your resistance. Below that is a stage selection where you must complete stages along the path to reach the goal. At the bottom there are dungeon items that you currently have and can consume. Oh, here. Okay. When you click on a stage, it will display a brief description of the stage, show your combat power, the stage's recommended combat power, and the amount of resistance that that will be consumed upon entering. If your resistance reaches 0 before you reach the goal, you will fail. Alright, so what do all these new enemies look like? Okay, there's some like cracks in the dimensions in the background. It's cool looking new zombie type creatures here with some purple flames. There's some poison duders with some green flames. For a while they went with like monsters just got like bigger and bigger and bigger, but they didn't necessarily get more detailed. So it's a good change, I think, that the monsters are not getting ginormous, but they're staying relatively small, but they're just adding more detail to the model instead. I prefer that a lot more. Like to make the like this one is pretty big, but they're also making it way more intricate, just way more things going on with the character model. And then this one is really big, but then it's not as, you know, detailed. It's more like a brute kind of vibe. That looks like a 225. That's just like the time per floor. But it seems like that might be the total time that keeps ticking down, but then this starts back up at an hour. So maybe it's from different runs, I guess. Oh, you can see here what he's already done. This guy looks pretty cool. Reminds me a little bit of Ganon from the some of the branches from the from the Zelda franchise. Oh, this guy's got like a rage meter as well. He's got like a floating crazy demon dude. Oh, I don't know who suggested it. Was it Ginger? I saw the first 2 episodes of Dan Da Dan yesterday. It's it's like, so far it's like just like crazy stupid anime done very well. I don't know if it's gonna be able to keep up with what it's doing, but so far it's not going like over the top. It's not going too far away from still being watchable. Okay, so here there's like a backpack, and they're like at half the energy already, 2.5 minutes into hard mode. And here you can pick like an upgrade, I'm guessing. Or you can exchange them, I'm guessing? Oh, and here you have to play some basketball with the with the local team. There are 4 types of stages. Rift defense. Defeat the enemies that are trying to escape Azmoth Canyon through the dimensional rifts. These stages are similar to Pyramid PQ, where you must stop the enemies from reaching the rifts. Azmoth Guardians. Defeat the cursed guardians that protect Azmoth Canyon. These stages are the boss fights. In each one, you face one of the 3 bosses of Azmoth. So 3 bosses. So that's this one, right? So you have... No, there's 4 of them here. Is it these 3 then? Are these the bosses? These are portals. These look like the rifts. And these are 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe there's... Honestly, there's probably 3 bosses, but you fight them multiple times, and then this guy looks like an upgraded version of the boss. So these maps probably are harder, and these ones seem harder as well, if you want to get more points. If you just want to go straight through the middle, you probably have the easiest path, but you get the lowest amount of points, is what I'm guessing. Annihilation Battle. Use the magic orb's bullets to stop the cursed ones. This is a minigame stage where you use the arrow keys to move around the map while using WASD to shoot bullets at the enemies and space to dash and dodge the attacks. Oh. Use WASD to shoot in the direction that you're facing, I guess? Okay. Give me your banana. The thingy. But then they're talking to the girl as well, like we'll take your banana. I was like, wait a minute, what are they even talking about? You can run down but shoot up. Yeah, I think they're independent controls, right? Just like double joystick controls, kind of. And then Azmoth visitors. Meet the visitors with Azmoth Canyon and talk to them. These stages have you meet various NPCs, both new and old, and give you lore about Azmoth. You can also exchange items with these NPCs for various effects. Okay, so that's just like a rest stage, I guess? And that's also where you buy the upgrades, I'm guessing? It'd be cool if you knew like which icon is which. I'm guessing that that first one is probably just the monsters that you have to kill. The swords might be the boss battles, I guess? And then these might be the rest stages, because it's about halfway. That would make sense. I know what this one is, though. It's in gold, so... I don't know. He'll probably show us later. At the end of the stage, results window will appear. Display the clear time, amount of resistance restored. The base number... so it costs resistance to do a floor, and then you get resistance back, depending on how well you did. Number of content points you get for clearing, and the additional content points you receive for completing various additional objectives, shown on the top left. Things like clearing within a certain amount of time, or not getting hit. That's these. Yeah. So these are like additional... okay. These are like additional goals, and if you manage to do those, then you get bonus points at the end. Oh yeah, so here he had his what was it called? Resistance? Yeah. Resistance went down to 60, but then because of clearing it went back up to 80, and then he got bonus. Is this the max? This is the maximum possible bonus, I'm guessing, 150 and 150. And he managed to get 100 from this one and 150 for that one, so he got 250. Oh no, wait, you got 300 and 250. Oh, and 300 is the bonus for just doing the level. Yeah, so 250, 300. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So far, so good. There are many types of dungeon items that you will acquire as you explore Azmoth Canyon. At the end of each stage, you can choose one of the 3 random items. You can also re-roll each one time. They have various effects that can vary from rare, epic, unique, or legendary tier. Certain visitors in Azmoth Canyon may be able to exchange or upgrade the items you have if you meet them. The items can have effects like the following. There are also many other different variations and conditions. Final damage boost, additional content points upon clearing, protect from one death, or recover resistance. So these are all new sprites as well, which we will probably find in Maple Worlds that maybe they'll already be in there. We'll see, I guess. Is it a like flaming hat with an eye patch or with a open mouth? Some kind of charm, a backpack, and a picture of Wolverine, like in bed, like touching the picture, right? It's definitely that one. All right, let's see some gameplay. Auto 360p. Yeah, what year is it, bro? Come on. Is that how loud it is? No, not that. That. What? Why does it do it differently than I just did it? Okay, whatever. I'll just do it this way. Oh no, so it starts... Wait, what was the first icon? So that is a boss. So that it starts with a boss. Okay. So I don't know which these are. One is probably kill it within X amount of time. I was gonna say, is one of the things to not use his special skill? Or his main attacking skill? Okay, you got the full bonus points. Now he gets to choose, and you can exchange one. You can exchange them all up to one time. He doesn't like the starting ones. I have no idea what any of these do. Maybe I'll give some more information on that. Yeah, and then you could pick one of the 3, yeah. So I'm guessing the top row is the hardest ones, I'm guessing, because they have an icon. And you could just check all of them to see how much they would cost. Oh, but I don't think you can backtrack. You just have to take one of the 3. But this is normal mode. And he's level 289. They're not like dying in one hit and just like melting exactly. But he's 289 and it's in normal mode, so I expect the hard mode to be really tricky then. Okay, these items are starting to look spicy. Yeah, and you always have to pick an adjacent one, but you always have to move forward. Like to the right, you can't backtrack. It doesn't looks like it. Because as soon as you pick the top one, the bottom one went grayed out. So you pick the type of floor you want, but you have to kind of like look at a path from early on. And based on the difficulty that you choose, you will get to decide what kind of rewards you're going to get. But whether you're going to make it higher risk and potentially lose your run if you're not strong enough to do so. It did say though that if you don't make it to the end, if you don't complete it, that you can restart. So I guess you could take a little bit of a gamble in the beginning to kind of see what the items do and to see what the Ooh, this epic item. To see which kind of maps favor your character more. And here he has to choose some kind of buff, I'm guessing? Well, I guess he doesn't really have any buffs on here, right? I'm assuming you can go in with a whole lot of buffs and make yourself a damn lot stronger, because he's just trying to showcase the content and the attacks and everything. That's why he's not just insta-blowing it up. Okay, that rushing attack is not very far. Oh, that hit him, so now he lost potential points. Ah, there's also an achievement there on the top left, I see, where maybe you had to let him do certain things. So you were not supposed to kill him super fast. So you get more bonus for it, yeah. You think Steve says it's a hard mode? I saw somewhere that it said, people were talking about that for some maps it said like the on hard mode, yeah, it said the advised combat power was like 500 mil or something. My setup last 2 nights. Just a laptop with a nightlight on. Let me guess, you're in Florida? No. Oh yeah, you said 500k. Yeah, no, I know what you meant. 500. Oh, so you could exchange the item / upgrade it. Oh. Oh, pick the top one, dude. That's the where you get all the points. Ooh, it goes down to 0, so he has to clear this one. If he doesn't, this run is over. There's 5 bonus points for one thing and 15 for another one. It says, I guess do it with 29 seconds remaining? Yeah. 29. So that's here has to be 29 or more. Yeah. Which he did. Boom, bonus points. Dude, that book on the right looks way more awesome, dude. Look at how fiery it is. Yeah, I would have to read all that. That's gonna do with the hard boss. So he's not... does that mean he's not able to pick it because it goes below 0? He needs more than 40 points by that point to be able to do that boss? Oh no, okay, he gets that 3 immediately. And then he clears. So he didn't even have to use any of the items. So I'm guessing you have to get like perfect items plus, yeah. Pick up the bonus. And then you can choose, yeah, per 500. How many times you want to get the extra bonus. But you can see a run like that was really fast and on normal, but that only gives you 2,280 out of the maximal 10,000. So that was less than a quarter of the rewards that you could be getting if you played it differently. Hotspot goes hard, no power, no Wi-Fi. Damn. And he has all the coins, and I can show us the shop, I guess. Oh, it's really just this page, yeah. So you can buy that potion. Oh yeah, it just shows using the potion, getting the extra 20%. Yep. And showing that it stacks. Yep. Nice. Okay, that's good shit. Basically from left to right, choosing the stage you want to challenge. Along the way, we'll get various dungeon items that can affect your run or can be exchanged with the various visitors to receive other items, effects, or even lore. If you fail a stage, your run will end immediately, and you'll be taken to the exit where you will receive rewards based on the content points you acquired up until that point. You must choose the best path that allows you to maximize the amount of content points you acquire while collecting various items and ensuring that your resistance does not reach 0. I ran through a few times on normal mode since hard mode is actually pretty tough. The recommended combat power is definitely valid. so I could get an idea of how to play. You actually need to put some thought into which route you go and which items you choose, as you can end up running out of resistance quite early and being forced to exit and restart. Yeah. Okay. That looks like interesting content, like a mini game, but it's weekly, so it doesn't have to take up your entire life. But it is another weekly that they throw onto the pile, and we already have a lot of stuff to deal with, especially if this comes after the possible KMS changes of changing our crystal selling to a maximum of 12 per character and adjusting the prices accordingly, forcing us basically into a 15 weekly bosser scenario, which is more than 2 per day. If you want to cap out on your crystals, that will pile on. I gotta take away from the people who want to do like the hardcore grind to get to level 300. Things to take into account. Okay, then monster collection. Certain monsters' ranks in monster collection have been adjusted. This is after they've also adjusted the increase chance to add monsters to the monster collection that when you open up a monster bloom. So it's probably in connection to that. Angler. Oh, this is from Angler Company. Okay. Which is like a kind of like High Mountain, but for people 5 levels higher. That was released in between where we are and where KMS is already. I think it has 5 more fragments per week if you complete that one. The following monsters have been added to the monster collection. Basically everything from this content. Oh, that's so many. Oh, and some limbo. All the limbo stuff. And some more NPCs. So, yeah, so all of the Angler Company. And all of the limbo stuff. Oh, so not even from this area. Or is that from this area? Yeah. That's from these guys are from this area, right? And then these guys are the limbo bosses, limbo final forms. And these are from the Azmoth Canyon. These guys look like they are, right? Wasn't this like the chick that you had to stop walking from left to right? These guys are. Maybe not all of them are? It's hard to see it in green and white. They're definitely not in GMS yet, though. That puts them up to 1,343 monster collection. What are we at, 1,200? Oh, we're just past 1,300. Okay, 1,303. So it's another 40 monsters between us and then. Cash, diamond, apples. A new item, the Karma 20 Star Force Enhancement Scroll level 160 will be added. Oh, see, that is a 160. I think that's the same one that we have in our current event as well. Well, not right now, but in our current event cycle, we had a 20 Star Force Scroll that you can get from the little Gachapon machine. I think that's the 160, but I guess we'll have to see until somebody gets it. Gachapon has been improved so that you can now purchase multiple items at the same time for items that have a purchase limit. Oh my god. We're actually going to be able to buy like multiple Monster Park tickets, multiple Waters of Life and all of that when you actually have a number that I can adjust and increase above 1. It'll actually happen now? Wow. That's crazy, dude. What do you think? We might get the crystal change while most other streamers don't? Because it has nothing to do with any reboot, non-reboot thing. It has to do with not wasting people's time on their higher level characters by making them do needlessly simple bosses into perpetuity and make them go into areas and make them waste drop coupons, basically, to try to get items from them. It has nothing to do, it's not connected at all to the crystal redistribution reboot, non-reboot thing, which if it were, then the chances of not coming for us would be way higher, in my opinion. It's connected with dynamic crystals? It's not, though. It's not connected with dynamic crystals. That's the main reason why I think we probably will get it. It's connected with the crystal cap. That's what it's connected with, and we have the same crystal cap. That's why I think there's a higher chance that we get it. But nothing is, nothing's guaranteed. It'd be the first thing like that I'd be wrong on ever. So you know, it's only a matter of time. But historically, I've been always right about those things. So you know, but yeah, I could be wrong for sure. Well, I couldn't be wrong because I'm saying that I think there's a higher chance that we get it, so we still not get it. That's why I'm always careful with how I phrase those things, and I never say we will get it or we won't get it, because then you can actually be super wrong. Gotta hedge a little bit. Some skill changes. Been improved that Decent Holy Fountain's action delay is affected by attack speed. Decent Holy Fountain will heal, while heal block, the number of uses will not be consumed. Oh, that's nice. Fixed issue with certain skills effects on off features that did not work for other users. Okay. Okay, effects for other people. Dual blade situation with semi-dualer agility cannot be used. Isn't the dual blade the shadow clone jutsu thing, whatever? Isn't that thing still broken? When are they gonna ever fix that? But if people interpret it as being connected to dynamic crystals, and then for that reason they think they won't get it, then I think the conclusion is sound but not valid. I don't think it's connected. I don't see how it would be connected. Because you can do a readjustment of a percentage for any value. It doesn't have to be connected to whether it's a static value that's based on like a market economy. Right? In my opinion. It's been improved so that in situations where burst jump cannot be used upwards, using burst jump with the up arrow key will use it in the direction you are facing. In situations where burst jump cannot be used upwards, using it with the up arrow key will use it in the direction you are facing. Wait, so if you're trying to go up, but you can't go up, but you're facing right, and you're pressing up, you will go right instead? Wait, is that something people want? I'm trying to think when people want their character to move in a different direction than they're inputting for. Are there any zero? I might be just completely overlooking something. But it's like, it's been fixed so that if you try to up jump, but you've already reached a ceiling of the map, then instead you flash jump forward. I'm trying to think when I would ever want something like that. Problem is, okay, let's see. This is probably the HP adjustment, right? Certain bosses' HP have been decreased by about 11%. The changed bosses are as follows: Chosen Saren Extreme, Watcher Kalos Chaos and Extreme, Kaling Hard and Extreme, and Limbo Hard. Yeah, okay, so basically everything endgame. Well, I would say normal Limbo. Well, I guess by the time normal Limbo comes out, that would be considered like late game, I guess. Well, that would be probably be the start of endgame. So it's more like mid and late endgame stuff. Oh yeah, 11% for us now seems crazy because we're looking at it from our perspective, but then you have to look at it after all of the FD stacking is gone instead, so that puts it into a completely different light, into a different perspective, so. Chosen Serum, what are you saying? Implementation is a 10% increase or decrease against dynamic prices, but we just get the 10%. But the reason they decide 10% instead of to say 15% may be due to dynamic, which reinforces similar items, eternal crystals being worth more and lower bosses worth less. Well, when you say dynamic prices, they're static now, right? But they were dynamic for a bit. But they've been static for a while. I think they were dynamic for 2 periods, and then they've been static since the second period, I think, right? That is true. They're not like linear. Like ours are pretty linear. They're not linear like that at all. They have disproportionately lower low ones. So I guess that would get our crystals closer to being something that seems like it would be dynamic prices. Because you'd be piling on more money on the higher end ones. All the money that you're losing from not doing the lower end ones, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I think it's a change that they'll probably push through because they won't. I don't think the dev team will see it as something that is connected to the dynamic prices, and therefore we'll just copy paste it over and not think that it has to do something different for GMS. But they might also not. We'll see. I'm not like invested at either way. Like I don't really care either way. We'll see what happens. I mean, I prefer probably it not happen because I don't want to feel any kind of pressure of needing to do 15 weekly bosses, even if the bossing sessions are going to be shorter. Just doing more of them, having to switch more, and having to do more of them per day is just not going to feel good for me. So I prefer if we don't get it, but either way, what's going to happen is going to happen, you know? Interested in how it's implemented. If it ends up being so that it can make me like an extra 10 to 15 bill a week or something because the end crystals go crazy, then I guess I'll take it, you know? I need a black mage, blue, red dot. Yeah, I need a lot of black mages, yeah. You and Nightman are running or trade possibly in the next 15 to 30? Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, let me know. I'm near the end here. I'm almost done, so we should be good. Death count has been increased from 5 to 8 on Chosen Seren Extreme. Oh, that is nice. Okay, I guess they didn't want to go all the way to 10, but they do acknowledge that it is harder to... it's easier to die out, it's harder to survive. Phase 1 of Sun Sword / stun duration has been decreased by 50%. This is the banana. Okay, thank you. The stun duration decreased by 50%. Okay. In Phase 2 Dawn, the maximum number of Naroda's incarnations summoned has been decreased from 4 to 3. Okay. Okay, 3 deer is already plenty. 4 is just... that's pushing it. What your count is in Phase 2, the location where you are revived after dying has been changed. Thank God, dude. Always being in the bottom left and have to walk all the way back to the boss and basically losing your invincibility because you're just pushed into the corner of the map is so annoying. Just spawn me in the middle, bro. That's where we're gonna fight, or that's where I'm dying most of the time anyway. In Phase 2, in Watcher's infiltrations, or just like res me where I died, right? Like that's where you want to be res. Watcher's infiltration number of hits has been decreased from 3 to 1. This is the dive attack. Damage decreased from 100% HP 3 times to just 100. That means if you get hit by the dive, you can just lose your door, but then still live instead of losing your door and dying at the same time. So this thing can't take 2 lives anymore for the dive. I think that's a pretty good change because you get punished super hard for that. Although you should be dodging dive, but still, sometimes you get caught off guard because of missed comms or something. In Phase 2, the Eye of the Abyss attack range, that's the arrows, yeah, has been decreased by about 76%. Okay, their attack range is ridiculous. Reduced by 76% is massive, so the hitbox is now going to be like a quarter of it was before. That should make it way easier to dodge. And in Chaos and Extreme mode, the death count increased also from 5 to 8. And the HP of the boss cut by 11%. Okay. Maybe that means that no one's going to be impressed by anyone killing Chaos anymore. That's going to be standard now. So now you have to feel extra bad if you still can't do Chaos. That's going to be the meta there. Bowmaster might be able to tank dive now. 100%? Yeah, well, you should be able to if you have any kind of like mirages or whatever, right? Any phantom mirages? Maps have been improved so that when you enter a Flame Wolf portal and choose the I don't want to go option, the Flame Wolf portal will now disappear after you confirm the end of the dialogue. Oh, you can actually get rid of the portal so you don't accidentally go into it multiple times. Nice. The in-combat status guide method has been changed from a pop-up window to a system message. Thank you. There's a pop-up that appears when you try to change equipment or channels while in combat. Now it just displays, yeah, so it doesn't pop a message that you then have to clear while you're in the middle of a boss fight, and then you can die because you're stuck in that message. Okay, that's a good change. It improves so that when the Legion UI is open, you can now claim your Legion coins regardless of your current location. Oh my god. Only 6 more months, guys, and we'll be able to rightfully claim our coins regardless of our location. Now there's only one problem. We can still only claim the coins where we can open the Legion UI, and there are still places where you can't open the Legion UI also for no fucking reason. But that's that's the next step, okay? This is just baby steps. Soul Collector UI has been improved. Oh, I'm like the only person who uses this, so I'm intrigued. Let's see. Arrows have been added to guide between the pages. Thank you. Clicking on the bottom right is super annoying. The bookmark button has been improved so that you can use it to return to the previous Soul Collector UI. It has been improved so that you can move between pages in the Soul Collector UI by scrolling the mouse wheel. Okay. Again, baby steps, but I'll take it. I'll take it. In multi-hit, it wouldn't matter. No, you'd be dead. But a single hit makes it possible. Yeah. I mean, anyone with any kind of damage reduction will now be able to tank it if you can tank the 100%, right? Instead of the 300%. DirectX has been improved so that the mouse would stutter. If you had a Windows 11 graphics optimizer, it would no longer occur. DirectX and 911 will now both be supported, even if you're using Intel graphics card. Okay. Oh, skill changes. Oh, only for Dual Blade, 1 skill change. Karma Blade. Yeah, that one was nerfed quite a bit, huh? Damage of the additional attacks activated by the Karma Blade are consumed. Has been increased from 1,071% to 1,224%. The number of hits of the additional attack activated of Blade's Karma have been decreased from 8 to 7. I wonder why that changed. Is the number of hits doing some kind of... What was going on there? Ah, line cap. Yeah, I was going to say, because they hit twice, right? So it would double up, right? And that would put them at 16, so they would lose a whole line of damage. So they're readjusting the percentage to make sure that you can actually full hit, yeah. You can't hit 60, yeah, exactly. And then some skill fixes. If you use a giant potion, okay, nobody cares. A holy fount could sometimes be installed multiple times. Uh-oh. Wildfire mode entered while in the air. The attack would not continue. Oh, just small changes. Attack reduction effect was not applied. Out of sight. Okay. Quest changes, item changes. Yeah. Max always highlights when these are important. Fix an issue where the charm experience text was awkward. You know, that's that kind of thing. For certain boss rewards, monster move to the left or right depending on the character's location after being hit. Pierre, Queen, and Black Mage. Boss reward, monsters move to left. I've never seen that. I mean, it looked like it sometimes. Oh, I guess. Okay. And that's that. Okay. So the Azmoth Canyon looks interesting. Extra content. We'll have to see how that exactly, how they're gonna change the rewards if we do get that right, because they said that we are not getting that coin system. So that'd be cool. A little bit of a roguelike, which I like that general concept, and people will be able to, you know, experiment with doing the hard mode, doing the easy mode, having a bunch of different content to play around with that. A little bit of RNG with the items though, so you might want to do a shitty run in the beginning of the week just to get it done, and then maybe if you have time during the week, see if you can do some harder runs and increase your... I think you can still increase your rewards, right? I think they said that. Oh no, you can only pick up the rewards once. It's only if you didn't finish the run. So I guess you'd have to leave the shitty fast runs for the end of the week if you couldn't get a crazy run done. Because he said here... it can only be cleared one time per week per one per character. Yeah. So you can't like rerun or something. But it says if you have not completed, you can try to enter on another character, try again. But yeah, you want to... get that done on your highest level character. Did he show if these items are all untradeable? No, this one is tradable. I'm assuming these are as well, right? These flames and everything. So you just want to run on your highest level character. All items in the shops are limited per world. All items except for the can only be put in storage. Wait, so this one can also be sold. Oh. Interesting. That's gonna be high demand. Yeah. Okay, so you want to leave your shitty run for the end and try a really hard run in the beginning. Max's character is so drippy and clean IGN. Yes. Yeah, wind is a really good name. Especially since he's a wind breaker. But yeah, looks like cool content. And some monster collection. Some readjustment of the bosses. Shows that they're on top of things and they're double checking. Slowly making the endgame content a bit more achievable for people. Increasing the lives just to get more people in there to do it. So that you can also have a wider sample size to pick from to see if they need to readjust the bosses. Not just go off of the 1% of the 1% of the people that are doing it and clearing it quickly, right? And then some general, you know, I know I don't read through all of these like minor fixes and everything, but that is general upkeep that needs to be done as well to keep the game running and clean and up to date. And then the Dave the Diver stuff looks like it's going to be a pretty cute minigame as well. Again, for that stuff, we don't really have an estimation. I would always say like roughly 6 months after it comes to the live server. So this is probably coming to KMS on the 17th. That should be next Thursday, right? Yeah. And then probably 6 months after that. So we're talking, what is that, April? Mid-April for us? If I get my months correct. I might get that wrong. So something in between, like before the update before the anniversary event or something like that next year, would be like an estimation. Yeah, but I guess yeah, I heard that in general people were not excited about it. I don't know. I guess I'm more excited about like the type of content than whether or not it's like the best in slot, game-breaking, new kind of thing. But I guess since we are, especially for heroic GMS, we're not looking for this kind of content to make our money from because we still have our farming multiplier, right? I guess we can be a little bit less picky on the exact rewards of content like this. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'll be looking forward to this. If there's something that you are excited or not excited about, let me know. And thanks for checking out this quick update. Thanks again for Max on Orange Mushroom. Support him on Patreon if you want to, for giving this cool content that allows us to read about and stay up to date on KMS content. All right, thanks for watching.